was a good bao.
Oh. What's up everyone, I'm Chris, we've got Steph behind the camera, and we're hungry to travel. Malaysia is such a melting pot of cultures. Between the Malay, the Chinese, and the Indian populations, there's such a variety of unique flavors in the food and the cuisine here. So today, we're gonna go on a proper Malaysian street food tour to taste some of the food that has impacted Kuala Lumpur. So let's go. We are in the Pudu neighborhood in Kuala Lumpur this morning to head to a restaurant that's been around since 1960, and it started off as a hawker stall, but now it's one of the most popular hotspots for breakfast.
Dua telur.
We're here on this early morning at Aweng Co to try their Kaya toast egg and Hainan tea breakfast. So we've got our eggs here, which we are told to wait a few minutes until they finished cooking. So we're gonna take them out. So you gotta have 2 nice soft-boiled eggs to go with your Kaya toast. Look at these eggs! Cooked to perfection. So the way that they have to be eaten is with a little bit of soy sauce and white pepper. So I'm gonna add this in. Mix it all up. Look at that. So the eggs are really just a side dish for dipping your Kaya toast, which is the main event that we came for. And what Kaya toast is a coconut spread, like a coconut jam. Oh, and we've got the toast and the bun. And wow, look at that, the toast, they put a huge slice of cold butter on there to go with it. You can see the lovely jam. I'm gonna dig into this toast first. Look at that butter. flavor is so good with it. Not, to be honest, an overpowering coconut taste. Just kind of like sweet and kind of creamy. Let's try it in the eggs here. Ooh, interesting flavor. Eggs are so good, but the soy sauce gives it a nice little bit of saltiness, which is really interesting with the sweetness of the jam. I don't know if I like it better with the eggs or on its own. Let's get a little yolk on there. Okay, that's a really good combo actually. I really like that. Look at the bun. It looks like, I don't know if there's butter on it or if it's just the kaya, but it looks buttery. Ooh, you can almost taste the kaya better on this one, I think, because it really soaks into the bread, as opposed to with the toast, there's so much butter, but it does have a nice coconut flavor to it. That's lovely. I like that kind of salty sweet combination actually. That's really nice. This is a great breakfast. Kaya toast is a pretty popular traditional breakfast here in Malaysia. It was invented by the Hainanese immigrants. They used to serve it to the British on ships at the Straits settlements because the kaya was similar, like the next best thing to fruit jam. So it's been around for ages, and this place here specifically started as a hawker center in the 1960s, selling it here, and it has grown to this huge place now that is super busy. It's 7 a.m. and it is packed, so this is definitely the place to be to get your kaya toast here in Kuala Lumpur. I'm so glad we came here because I don't know if you can get any better than this. We also got their signature Hainan tea to go with our kaya toast breakfast that they invented. And we got it hot and cold, and it's kind of a combo between a coffee and a tea, I think, so bottoms up. Wow, that's surprising. That's actually really interesting. It actually tastes like a coffee and a tea all at the same time. Like you sip it, and it tastes like a coffee, and as you swallow it, you really taste that milky tea flavor. So it kind of comes in at two different times. That's really interesting and kind of weird, but really, really good. It's a little bit sweet, but it still has that bitterness from the coffee, so it's quite a strong coffee taste, but quite a strong tea taste. That's so interesting. It's so hard to explain. We got a cold one too because it is just so hot. You can't not have a cold one just to cool you down. Ooh, the cold one tastes a little bit sweeter. It's almost not as strong as the hot one in terms of the coffee flavor, but nice and refreshing. The Hainan tea with the sweet kaya toast, perfect combination, great way to start the day.
So this restaurant also does a Hainan tea soft serve ice cream on top of a cold Hainan tea. So we just had to get one on this hot morning. And you can already see he just brought it and it's already melting so fast. Oh, that ice cream is so tasty. It's actually Hainan tea flavored ice cream. So it's got a bit of like a coffee and tea flavor to that, but wow, so delicious. It's awesome because it's like a Hainan tea ice cream float. Oh, so refreshing. The ice cream in there too just adds that bit more sweetness to it. So soft and cold and steamy. It's got to be some of the best soft serve ice cream I've ever had. So rich and creamy and velvety and just milky. With the tea, what a perfect combo this morning. It is so busy in here. There's people everywhere. All the workers and all the restaurants and the hawker stalls here are so busy. It's a crazy sight, but so cool to experience. We're here at Auntie May's and waited in this massive lineup behind me for the delicious popia. Now, what popia is, it's kind of like a Chinese Malaysian crepe, and inside the crepe they fill it with turnip and peanuts and fried shallots and bean sprouts. This looks delicious. Wow, so crispy and crunchy. All the ingredients in there are all so crispy. You got the crunchy peanuts, the crispy fried shallots, even the turnip is a bit crunchy too. But the best flavor, I think, is the peanuts mixed with the hoisin sauce. Really gives it all kind of like a perfect flavor. The turnip in there is actually warm as well, so it contrasts with the cold cucumber really well. And all the ingredients, it actually is really light because it's kind of like a spring roll, like a vegetable spring roll. And for 4 ringgit, it's actually the perfect light snack on the go.
We just had to get another ice cream before we left. I mean, you can never have too much ice cream. Behind me are some of the first buildings here in KL, built in the late 1800s by the British. These buildings served as a cricket club and the cricket pitch right behind me. Now they are Merdeka Square, which is a sign of independence for all Malaysians. Ooh, what's this? Bows. Yakko char siu bao and yakko paksima bao. Enjoy Thai. Canada. We're in the Pudu area of KL and we were just walking through and found this bao cart. We love baos, so we got 2. We got char siu one, barbecue pork, and a sweet one, black sesame. So, how chubby and cute these are. I love these baos. This one's got a little pink spot on them. Let's see which one this one is. Char siu bao. Oh, look at all that barbecue pork in there. It's so nice and sweet with that little bit of saltiness. There's tons of pork in there. So much flavor, so much sauce, and honestly not too much bun. Sometimes these can have a lot of the bun, like bread, but this guy is jam-packed with meat and everything. This is a good bao. That was a good bao. Process of elimination, this has to be the black sesame. Look how round this guy is.
I have to say, well done ordering in Cantonese as well.
Why, thank you. I am actually fluent. Oh my god. Look at that. It is packed with black sesame. So nutty and quite creamy too. Ah, look at that. It is, oh my gosh, there's so much in there. Wow. That's crazy. It is jam-packed with it. The black sesame is really nice because even though it's a sweet bun, it's not overly sweet because the black sesame is more just nutty with just the right amount of sweetness. This guy's jam-packed. Let's keep this food train going. Go outside.
Bye-bye.
We're here for lunch at restaurant Bak Kut Teh to try a very special Chinese-inspired Malaysian soup. This should be really tasty. We're here to try the Bak Kut Teh, which in Chinese is Yok Wat Cha, which literally translates to meat bone tea. And there's actually no tea in this kind of soup. And the name refers to actually the tea that you kind of get on the side. It's like a strong oolong tea that kind of goes with the soup and it's supposed to kind of settle your stomach because it's supposed to be really kind of pork fatty soup. So the tea is supposed to help you digest. So that's where the tea comes from. So we have the Bak Kut Teh here, along with a bowl of Chinese donut yao tiu, a couple of bowls of rice. Looks like a nice side soup. Some tofu, bean curd, and of course the Bak Kut Teh here. So there's some lovely, looks like wonton kind of chips on there. Oh, look at those big pieces of pork, the skin and the fat. Piping hot because they cook it in this, they boil it, sorry, in this clay pot. Wow, look at all meaty it is. So you got some lettuce and cabbage in there, some mushrooms, and a whole ton of pork and pork fat. This is gonna be a hearty and fatty soup. And this portion is actually for 2 people, so that's why you get 2 bowls of rice as well. Let's try some of the broth first. Piping hot. Oh, that's really, really tasty. Not too salty. And the pork fat kind of floats on the top of the broth here, so it's really rich in flavor. You can really taste kind of like the cinnamon and the star anise and the fennel kind of flavoring in the broth. So it's really got kind of like a herbal flavor to it and not too kind of heavy. Have a piece of the pork and the pork skin there. Super tender pork. The skin is nice and kind of like soft because it's been stewing in the broth. Goes perfect with the soup. All those herbs and spices actually gives it kind of like a sweet taste as well. I'm gonna try some with the delicious rice here. Wow. The rice really adds to the heaviness of the meal. Look at this piece of pork, the fat. With the broth, you have to have some tea with the bak kut teh. Ooh, nice and hot. That's delicious. Nice oolong tea. So in Chinese culture, this bak kut teh would be considered like yi hei, which is kind of like fatty, kind of like not great for your body. So to balance it out, the delicious herbal tea is the perfect combination. Mushroom in there, get a little tofu, some Chinese donut, and of course, your pork. The ultimate bak kut teh bite. Goai sai. Thank you so much. Thank you. Goai sai. Gay home, really tasty. Bye bye. Super hot and super tasty.
We're heading along now on this jungle road in Jalan Bellamy to try ikan bakar, which is grilled fish, and we've heard that this is the best place to try it in KL. We have been looking forward to this all day. Just one stingray.
One stingray, one tilapia.
Yes,
Okay.
perfect.
Oh, that's a big fish.
Yes.
Beautiful.
We're here in Jalan Bellamy to try ikan bakar. Now there's a few different places that do it along the strip here, but we chose Seri Malacca, and they have a bunch of different kinds of fish that they do, but we really wanted to try the tilapia and the stingray. Now, we've heard that the stingray, you have to come and try it here because they do it really, really well, and we've actually never had stingray before. Ikan bakar itself, you can see that they grill the fish and they wrap it in a bit of banana leaf. So the banana leaf kind of keeps the fish together from getting like burned and falling apart on the grill, but it also keeps together in all the juices and the oils. They also dip it in a really hot chili sambal sauce. So these look and smell amazing, and I think I'm gonna dig in with the stingray because I'm really looking forward to trying that. As a traditional Malay food, it is something that you eat with your hands. So, oh, look at this. Wow, that is a really, really meaty looking fish. that. Look at the meat on that. The sambal sauce is definitely spicy. It's got a really good kick to it. But in terms of the stingray itself, it's a really, really meaty fish. And it's got little bones kind of going through it, which I wasn't expecting. Wow, it almost has like a, to be honest, like a chicken kind of texture to me. Like I know people say that, but it actually does. It's just like really, really meaty and kind of has that stringy texture that chicken does. Wow, look at that. What an interesting meat of the fish.
Does look like chicken.
Doesn't it? Yeah, like the kind of the stringiness of it. It's so meaty and a little bit kind of chewy. Honestly, it's very, very similar texture to chicken. And it doesn't have a very strong fishy flavor or anything like that. The flavor's quite mild, and because the sambal is so spicy, that's really like the forward flavor that you're getting with it. And the top part, less bony, so that chunk, just all meat, just straight up meat. I want to try some of these sauces. I think this is like a kesap manis, which is kind of like a sweet soy sauce. I think so, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of sweet, but you can see there's like chili peppers and stuff inside of there as well, so it kind of gives it a little bit of a kick. And I think this is like a sambal because this looks spicy as well, but let's give it a little, or a big drop. It's kind of sweet. Kind of has a tang to it actually, but it's sour as well. That's nice. But honestly, with the sambal and just the taste of the meaty stingray, I think I just like it on its own. Great first foray into stingray.
Let's dig into this tilapia here. Nice big whole fish here. Oh wow, super meaty. Look at that. Woo. Look at all that meat in there. Wow. And again, that banana leaf that's kind of holding it together keeps it from falling apart on the grill. So nice. So the tilapia actually still has all the scales on it, so kind of after digging through it and getting all the meat off, there's not a whole ton of meat left on there. So I think the stingray is definitely the winner. And I'm gonna dig into that. And it does just look like chicken. Wow. Yeah, that's the winner. Price-wise, the tilapia cost 15 ringgit and the stingray cost 12 ringgit. So in total, it all cost 27 Malaysian ringgit, which is about $8 Canadian or 6.25 USD. And we think that for that price, the stingray is definitely the better value here. But everything deserves an ultimate bite. Meaty fish. That's stingray though. That's it for our Malaysian street food tour today. If you enjoyed this video showing you some of the unique dishes this country has to offer, give the video a like and leave a comment below and let us know what food you really liked and enjoyed seeing the most. And make sure you subscribe to our channel to keep caught up on all of our food adventures. We're hungry to travel, and we'll see you next meal.